Welcome back to another episode of McMillan Cattle Co. I'm your host, Brian. Today we're back with working on the Jeep. Today I'm cleaning the seats. As you saw in the last video, the seats are leather in most of it, except for the seat, the front part of the seat where you sit. That's cloth. So now I'm going to be taking the driver's seat and the back seat. I'm going to be cleaning the leather up on them, and I'll be showing y'all what happens. So this is the driver's seat right here, ladies and gentlemen. And this is all this was covered in mold yesterday. Last night, I went ahead cleaned this seat last night right here, so I could get a feel of this stuff, make sure it worked before I went to doing a whole video on this. And it worked great on the leather. I mean, it looked immaculate. So I'm gonna get some stuff to clean the cloth. I think I'm gonna get some of them rollers that go on Milwaukee Impacts, them brush rollers that you just pour some soap and water on, just stuff like that. And also, Little Red's in the shop. Yes, sirree. We went ahead and got her pulled out in front of the office when he put her in the shop. That was my birthday present this year. So we're gonna get working on her in probably next video. That's what we'll do. So I'm gonna put we're gonna drain the oil in her, fill her up with diesel, do some other things. Get a phone call them back. We're gonna drain the oil, do some other things, pump all the old diesel out. You're cleaned up, ready to go. I got the interior cleaned out somewhat, and I'll show y'all that next video. Anyways, back to the seats. I'm back. I had to prop the seat up. This was laid over. That's how I got it in and out of the truck. Get her in here. So this was laid over. Jeep, AMC, former owners, founders, whatever you are. If you're watching this, that was a very not cool model you had for the back seat of this thing right here. Whoever the engineer is, whoever you're working for it now, tell them to do better on this. Anyway, we got our Armor All leather cleaner right here. I used it to clean the seats in Mom's new truck, the 2018 Laramie, and I used it to clean these seats in Billy's Love and a few other things, and it worked pretty good, but I didn't know how it would do with all this mold and stuff, and sure enough, it tackled it like a champ. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and do this back. I'm going to get started on it. We're going to do half right here, probably do this side, because that's a little bit dirtier. No, that side's dirtier. We'll do this side first. I'm going to show y'all just how much better it looks. We'll be back. So we're back. Now, this is what I just cleaned. This is the old. As you can tell, this makes the color a lot darker. Now, that might be because it's still wet, maybe, possibly, probably. But it's also a lot cleaner. It doesn't have near the mold or the dirt or anything. So I'm really pleased so far. Definitely pleased for being in the woods with no cover on it for 30 years. Because as you saw in the last video, it has a slight dent in the back where the tailgate's no longer there. So, we're going to finish this up right quick. And I want to give y'all a good visual of what it looks like before and after. So we're going to do I'm going to finish cleaning this right quick. We're going to come back, and then we will finish her up, and I'll do a few other things. See you then. So, we're cleaning on her right now. I go ahead and clean the top. I'm going to start right here on this edge right before you get to the top right here. Just so, all that white, this is all bird poop, mind you. Like, this is all ancient birds that probably have great-great-grandchildren right now. So, it's sandals. You mind? Now, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this Jeep yet. I'm not one to scrap her. I might do the body damage. But I've also seen that quarter panel for that thing, the specific quarter panel needs $95. So I'm, just really looking forward to seeing if I do that. Also, tires and wheels for that thing, not that expensive. And I've already found a Dodge engine. I talked to Outfits Garage. He commented. Shout out to him, by the way. And Only Mopar Joe. I think that's his name. Only Mopar something. Joe, I think. Anyways, I watched a couple of their videos, and I back and forth on YouTube with Outfits Garage. He said that 727, though that Jeep came with an engine, an AMC engine, it'd be much easier to put a Dodge 360 or 318 or 400 or 440 or something like that in, because that is a Chrysler transmission. So I figured, well, that makes sense. So I'm going to find one of those. So I've been looking at a few engines. There's one 78 Dodge truck. It's a rolling chassis, running engine, with an automatic 727 Chrysler. And I figured, well, shoot. Cal and I are going to pull that transmission and see if that thing's any good before we go to putting engines in it with that transmission still in there. And if I need to buy a full transmission and engine setup, I will. So I'm going to keep playing on this, and I'll report back to y'all when I finish with the back. So I went ahead and finished this back, and must I say, it looks incredible. I really love how this thing turned out. Now, one thing I have noticed is there's a lot more scuff and stuff right here on the top where, you know, stuff has gotten in it or something. I know this right here is from me and Kyle moving it, and Bill sat on it. No, it's just real flappy right there where, right there, it's real tight and stuff. Right there. You see what I'm saying? Tight, loose. So we're gonna sew that back up one episode. Right now, I'm just trying to clean this thing off, get it looking nice and curdy. And I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll probably go in and I'll go ahead and do another video. I'm cleaning off that center console and the visors and the steering wheel and stuff. I might do that this video. I don't know. I've got them in the house because those visors are immaculate. They look brand new. So is the steering wheel, because the steering wheel, the three that come into the center right there, this wheel sits around, is all stainless steel, which I really love. So I got some stainless steel cleaner out here somewhere I'll probably use. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and clean these sides of these seat, and then we'll get back to it. So we got flipped up where I can do this front right here. This front not too terribly dirty because of the location of it, but still could use a good cleanup. Also, the sides of it could use a good cleanup. And also, let's see, I need a bracket. I don't know where this bracket went. I don't know if it got lost in transportation or not, if it's still in the Jeep. Because, nope, I think it rotted off whenever we were pulling it out. But I don't know. So if anyone has a bracket over here, like, you know, Jeep seat bracket, be more than, yep, rotted off somehow. Because there's a little pin for it right there, and there's no bracket. So I don't know where it's at. Great. So if anyone has a bracket for it, let me know. Comment down below if you do. I also need one of these little things that rub against. You know, this rubber piece right here. Actually still on this piece, just a small rubber round piece that big around. Sits right here that this rides on. Makes it kind of a cushion. But anywho, I'm gonna start cleaning on this. And we'll pause a minute. I'll come back whenever we get about halfway done. So we're about halfway done with this front right here. I went ahead and got the side, this side too, while I was at it. Just kind of even it up. And must I say, while it is bringing some of the a little bit of the black off, it's not hurting it by any means. This is a little bit streaked from where it's like right here, where I've been cleaning it. Still needs a little bit more because how I had it flipped up, I couldn't quite get to it. So I'm going to clean that right quick. But also, I really like how that seat turned out after sitting for a night. And like I said, I've got an enclosed shop. Not for anymore, where I'm working on the Love and Pasture. And so you may ask me, Brody, where is the Love? Well, the Love broke down. The carburetor finally quit working. And the battery terminal, well, not the terminal, but the thing that goes on the post terminal. Not dumb. So it finally broke. So I got to get a new one for that. And the carburetor actually come in today. I might do a video on that today too. I don't know. See how it goes. Anyways, we're just gonna keep cleaning her off right here. Now, these like Armor All wipes have sat in the shop for a while, and they were open. Why, I don't know. I think I left them open. Little me left them open. So, they're kind of drying out. But anyways, I'm ready to finish. I mean, I can tell it's just getting a good deep clean on it. Really and truly it is. So, like, look how much better that already looks. If I can get them all to be this wet right here, you know, this is good. I mean, this would be done in no time, but they're not. So I got to kind of scrub on it right now. You can tell that looks brand new right there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning the top. Then we'll come back whenever we pull her down and we go to just assessing all the damage and all the work we got to do to the Jeep as well. So stick around. She's finished up. We're going to go ahead and pull her off. Bracket right here. And then remember, this thing's heavy. And it's also being balanced on my squash set. Oh, Moses sandals. I don't know where it's set in the shop, where it's out of the way. On my rack. Do not tear it up. Do not tear it up, Brady. I tore it up. Nope. Nope. It's laying on my empty toolbox. That's fine. Let me just show y'all what it looks like. Here's what it looks like all said and done. Once again, it is still kind of streaky in it. I might come back over and do it again. And this front right here looks good. And this front right here looks good besides, like I said, but streaky still. I'll come back and do that back over. And y'all might be thinking, Brody, you just cleaned the seat. Why are you sitting on the ground? Because I have nowhere else to set it. Because all the racks are filled up with tools and such. And a lot of Mopar parts. Of course, we are Dodge people, so that's probably why. And a bunch of Ford parts as well, but, you know, I mean, looking behind me. 89, 97 Ford right here, so that's probably why it's got Ford parts. But anyways, so yeah. I'm going to give y'all a quick go around a Little Red right quick while I still have time. And we'll tell you the plan.